Hello. Here we go. I've switched over to the 5090. I'm going to have a look at that on Silent Hill F, play through a little bit more. It's probably worth straight away if I just quickly show you. I have overridden DLSS 4 in the Nvidia app, so it's probably worth if I just quickly bring that up. Just to show you that I've got it set on the latest. Let me just do it so I can see it as well. So yeah, I've got it set here to the latest. Interestingly, you can also override here. I'm not sure if you'll need this DLAA. Well, you would, in theory, to get DLAA, you would need to use this because you can't do this in the game. So we could maybe try that out. I think we should be able to do native, though. If we do TAA, we can still see native. I was actually thinking yesterday as well, this game doesn't have frame generation, does it? Which I actually didn't even think about until I finished the stream yesterday. It definitely doesn't have it on AMD. Does it? Did it? I didn't actually see. Does it have it in the... Can you override it? In Nvidia app? I think it's completely unsupported, yeah. That's actually kind of unusual. Didn't actually even think about it, but it doesn't support frame generation at all, which is actually kind of weird. Most Unreal Engine 5 games... I don't know any Unreal Engine 5 games that don't support frame generation. Maybe Fortnite, that doesn't, does it? Most do, though. At least, I think every single Unreal Engine 5 game we've had in, like, the last... I don't know how long. More support it than don't, I swear. So yeah, I don't know if maybe that gets added in later, but I didn't even think about that yesterday, but yeah, it doesn't support that at all, even on Nvidia. I've just tried to change the anti-aliasing, and it's frozen. Okay, there we go. And I don't have the TAA setting again, either. What is going on with this game? It's fully bugged for me. So at 4K, I don't seem to have TAA. We'll have to, we'll obviously check through 4K, 1440p, 1080p. And we'll see if maybe we have TAA at 1440p. Because yesterday it was the same with the 9070 XT. I didn't have TAA at 4K, but I had it at 1440p and 1080p. Really weird. We might have to use DLSS override to make sure we're at native. But I'm at 4K here, 3840 by 2160. I think what I might do, you know, is I might quickly switch that now. Got all the graphics maxed. I might quickly reboot the game with DLAA overridden just so I 100% know it's at native resolution. Because TSR, although I think that'll be native at quality, I just don't trust it. It doesn't support the transformer model native. What do you mean by native? Like in the game? As in you can actually just switch it in the game. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to... I'll quickly show you on the stream as well, just so you understand the settings that I'm at. Just so we can 100% make sure we're at native, I'm going to... where is it? I've overridden DLAA here 100%, so for this first bit, we'll definitely be at native, and then we can just change things up. Check out. I'm expecting it, to be honest, to probably run quite well, FPS-wise. I wonder if... I don't really ever use that override. I wonder if you can just change it mid-game and you don't have to restart. Or, like, for example, if I change that to quality, is it sensible to just restart the game? Ghostbusters, yo. How am I finding the game? It's okay. I don't think it's as good as the Silent Hill 2 remake. From what I've seen so far. It feels a bit slower. Don't forget to like this stream. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, let's see if we can try and hit 100 likes. Let me know what settings you want to see as well, and we'll try and change things around. I'm just going to sort the overlay out. So we should be with DLAA here. Although, obviously, in the game settings, it's going to look like I'm at quality here, but overridden it, so native 4K with DLAA. That should be sorted there. MRX, yo. Name is Camille. Hello. Game's crashed. Oh no. Wait, has it crashed? Yeah. That's not a good start, is it? That is not good. It won't stop crashing. Oh no, yeah, same. I've got that issue. It's not good. Well, first time I boot into it and it crashes straight away. Have you got an override on by any chance? Because I did just do that. Is that maybe going to cause it issues? I'm going to boot into the game without MSI Afterburner open. I also noticed some weird artifacting, it looked like, didn't it? The moment I loaded in. Weirdly, I'm getting like an Unreal Engine error thing. Oh no, my it's fully crashed my OBS as well. What? I can't send you the game. What's going on? Okay, it should work now. Yeah, that was weird. It crashed my whole game capture as well. Driver issue. Possibly. I don't think there's been a driver update for this that's covered this game, is there? Oh no, oh dear. I can't boot, I can't get into the game at all. Let me... I'm gonna switch off... I'm gonna switch off that override. Just to make sure it's not that. How do we... use default. I have to just use it on TSR. You're gonna have to restart your whole PC if you had put on sleep. I'm not sure I understand what you mean. You have to restart the PC. Why? I've only just switched the computer on. Rivers Tuner statistics is still running. It's not. It's fully closed. Should play on PS5. I don't have a PS5. Don't have a console at all. Yeah, it's just black screen now. Oh dear, this is not good. Didn't we have this issue? Oh, I'll tell you what it is. I think I can fix it. We had this issue with Borderlands. I think if we go from full screen to windowed, I think it'll work. This is the exact issue that I had in Borderlands. Let's see. I had this weird issue in Borderlands where if I was full screen, it just would crash for me. As soon as I went windowed, full screen or borderless, it never crashed again. We'll try it out. Keeps crashing my game capture as well, though. How weird. Let's see, because I was full screen. If I go, what are the options? Borderless window. Let's go windowed. Let's go windowed and see. I'm not going to open Afterburner. See if we can boot in. There we go. Oh. Oh, that's not looking good, is it? No. Oh dear, this might be a completely chalked session. Unusual that. I don't think I have any Unreal Engine 5 games where I can't at all boot into it. Did have that crashing on Borderlands, but that fixed it. That Windows thing fixed it. What else could I try? Restart. I'll try restart the PC. Although I don't see. I mean, maybe that'll work, but I've only just switched the PC on. Leo, yo. You have issues when you put your PC to sleep. You do have to. Yeah, I don't. My PC never goes to sleep, so it won't be that. I'm gonna try borderless windowed as well. Yeah, my PC never goes to sleep, so it won't be that. They released a driver for the game. Not that I'm aware of. The last Nvidia driver was... I'd have to look at the release notes to know if it's covered on this game, but the last driver was from the 10th of September. So whether that's... I know that's got Borderlands 4 and Dying Light game ready. I don't see the Silent Hill F in there. This is borderless windowed, no. That to me, it looks like a shader thing. I'm gonna restart the PC. It looks to me like it's shaders. It doesn't do any shaders on boot, does it? Every 59 to use it. Yeah, I'll have to maybe check it on the 5070 Ti as well and see if it's like GPU specific. I will also try setting DLSS to like performance or something and seeing what happens. We'll keep trying to test it. Just bear with, I guess, chuck any ideas you've got of things to try in the chat and I'll try them. I'm just restarting. Make sure it's not that. I won't open MSI or anything. But yeah, it doesn't. I don't think there is any game driver game coverage because it's only coverage up to Dying Light. It looked like. Now the audio might be slightly out of sync because my capture card has this weird delay thing when you restart. But what I'll do is I'll test the game. I'll quickly try and boot the game. If it works, then I'll fix the stream. First time in a long time. Yeah, normally Nvidia are quite good at getting out like before, aren't they? Normally pretty good. That might explain why there's no frame generation support as well. Surprised there was no coverage in that 10th of September one though, because it's got Dying Light, Borderlands 4, and then you'd have thought like there's a lot of games coming out, isn't there? Over the next like quite like frequently every other week there's like a newish quite large game, so I'm surprised they didn't have anything in that. But alright, so I'm just putting the game now. I'm going to try, we'll try just fresh here without MSI, see if that works. Then outside of that I'll try upscaling, set to like performance, see if that works. DX12, I can try that in the startup, yeah. Reinstall graphics drivers. I'd maybe consider that, but I've only just installed them fresh. Yeah, okay, it's not MSI. It's crashed straight away. I've literally just installed the drivers fresh, literally half an hour ago. So I wouldn't have thought it's that. Because I already DDU'd and everything and installed them fresh, so I can't imagine it'd be that. Just going to try reboot the game again with upscaling. Only other weirdness sometimes like this I found is forcing the game to boot from like your dedicated GPU. I've seen that sometimes cause issues with games weirdly. Well, like it's trying to launch it's trying to do it off like integrated graphics or something, even though I've got that disabled. I wouldn't have thought it'd be that, but might be worth a try. Like, I've seen that cause issues before. But to me, it looks like maybe, I don't know. I can obviously navigate all the menus and everything. As soon as I try and get in, it's almost like where it's trying to do shaders. Forces it to reinstall shaders. Yeah, but it just looks like to me it's a fundamental issue with the game. I think I mean, the worst case scenario DDU, but it's just a bit of a boring thing to watch on stream. And it's a bit of a pain because I literally already did it. I was just going to try... I mean, we could lower all the graphics and everything as well, like maybe something... Should we switch Lumen off? No. It's just every time... I see a little bit of the game for like a split second. And then it goes. Damn, that's rough. That's the worst I think I've seen, honestly, on the 5090. I've never had a game where I couldn't like play it at all. This is, you can't play it. Can you? That's like fully unplayable. What was I going? I was going to try the DirectX 12 thing. What's that in? That's in launch options, isn't it? Try disabling Lumen. Yeah, we had that disabled there. I'm going to try and do launch options. Might maybe just play some Silent Hill 2 remake for a little bit. Turn off hardware accelerator. I could try that, yeah. Try that in a sec. Have I tried new game instead of continue? Well, yeah, the issue is there, though, is I'll have to start... I'll try it, but... Does my 5090 have all the ROPs? Yeah, it does. Amir, yo. All my GPUs have all the ROPs. God, look at that without Lumen. That looks crazy. I'm just going to try continue here with the DirectX 12. No. Crashed. I wonder if... yeah, maybe I'll take the DLSS override off. I wonder if I try TSR instead of DLSS, is that maybe worth a try as well? That's probably worth a try. Can't imagine why that would be crashing it, but I'm gonna remove that from the I'm gonna just use global. So yeah, that DirectX 12 in the launch options, that didn't work. RMF, yo. Alright, yeah, apart from I can't play the game. Would I ever try Warzone on the 9070 XT? Maybe at some point. I thought Warzone's a bit of a dead game though now, isn't it? I haven't played Warzone in ages. I feel like it's a bit of a dead game. Roll back to a driver before. Yeah, that would probably be the last. That'll be my last. What's the word? Last option. Don't have any extra frame gen. No, you can't. It's disabled for the game. You can't enable it or anything. Frame generator. It's unsupported. I mean, it's like it's not even an option. I'm gonna try TSR here. No, it's crashed. Same thing. Let's yeah, an Unreal process has crashed. Let's just full. How do I see like an old list of Nvidia drivers? Oh, you can search through here, can't you? What one do I do? Why is this Nvidia RTX? What one are we currently on? What's the latest one? 581.29. What's the one before that? Few more versions. Wait, what? How does that make sense? The one from the 10th of September here is saying it's 573.73. But that's not right. Look. Wednesday the 10th is 573.73, but the one from the 10th for me is 581.29. Look. And also version numbers, how does that make sense? It's going backwards. 580.97, and it goes to 573.73. That's got to be wrong, right? That's got to be a mistake. But if I get August 28th, 581.15, try that out and pray. Try hardware exit. Oh yeah, I'll try that. I have to restart the PC though, don't I? What's that under? That's under graphics settings, isn't it? Is it advanced graphics? It is under that, isn't it? Yeah. Right, I'm switching that off. Because, well, to be fair, you need that on for frame generation, but the game doesn't have it anyway. I'm going to restart quick then. I've switched it off. That's not game drivers. Oh, was it Studio? Was I looking at Studio? Oh, my bad. That explains it. Maybe that'll work though. Last one was 581.29. Yeah, but I don't want. That's the one I'm currently on. That doesn't work. So ideally, I think, what was it? 581.15, I think. That was the one I got, but then that was probably the studio driver, so I probably don't want that. Right, just quickly, just rebooting. So hardware accelerated, GPU scheduling is off. Is this going to work? Is DLSS 4 the problem? I don't think so, because I put it on TSR there. And it still crashed. And I also still don't have the TAA. I wonder if it's worth going 1440. It's not gonna make a difference, I don't think. What anti-aliasing setting you're on. I think like that to me looks like it's gonna crash no matter what. If anything, it got worse and worse. The first time I booted in, I was in for like a second, wasn't I? And I could actually see everything. And it's just slowly got worse to the point where I just get a black screen now. I don't even see the game. We'll see. This is without scheduling. If this doesn't work, I'll try the old driver. Disabled hardware GPU. Yeah, that's what I've done. I've done that now. Because we only really need that for frame generation anyway, and it's unsupported in the game. I'm just going to boot straight in and see. Oh my god, look at that. No, that doesn't fix it. Hardware scheduling. That doesn't work. Let me see if I can try and find this driver and try and... how do I know if it's... oh, does it bunch up game and studio driver in the same bit? How am I seeing the difference between the two? Oh, it just says it at the top. How do I... what? How do I get to game... are these all studio driver? How do I get to game driver? How do I get to game driver? Oh, here we go. What am I on? 5090 DV2? Sounds like a rocket. Right. That makes sense. I'm on that one, so if I get this one. If I get this one. And then if you just bear with me. And I'll, what's going on there? I DD you quick, because I'm definitely curious now to see if we can try and get this working. Apologise for the delay, but at least maybe this might help someone if they're also experiencing the same thing. Sounds like it's maybe not just me. You know what I haven't thought of doing? I wonder if it's worth deleting the like game folder or something. Would that be worth doing? I'm going to try this first. If this still doesn't work, I'll maybe try that. Could it be something to do with like it's... obviously I played this on the 9070 XT yesterday. Could there be some sort of weirdness where it's conflicting? Had that with Borderlands 4, didn't we? Had to delete the game folder. Could that maybe be it? Well, I'll try this driver first. If you just bear me a couple of minutes, it's just DDUing, and then I'll install. Anyone know of any issues with other 50 series? Is it just the 5090 or is it the whole series? Just bought it, will download it. You're also on a 5090. Yeah, let me know. To be honest, this is actually the worst I've ever seen. I've never had it where I can't play a game at all. Like, oftentimes it can sometimes maybe crash, but you know, it might be after you've played for like 2 hours or something, so at least you can actually get on. I can't actually even boot into it. Or at least I can get into the game menu, but just Nvidia 8 using AI coding. Is there a shader cache? I don't know, I'll have to have a look. That'll be my last attempt. Will be to delete that folder. Because like maybe it is like some issue there with the fact that I've switched GPUs. I said to reinstall driver, yeah. I'll switch back to this one anyway, 581.15, which is from, was it 27th or 8th of August? And if it still crashes on that, it's chalked. It's absolutely chalked. Oh, this is annoying. I was looking forward to playing this. Okay, I'm installing the drivers. Has support for it. There is no drivers with support for it. So you're just you're going to see that Elgato screen until I can sort the drivers. Whilst I'm doing that, where's the game folder? What would it be under? It'd be under users, my user, documents. Is it under my games? Ah, that was where Borderlands 4 is. Where's Silent Hill going to be? Deleting the game folder. Yeah, do you know where the folder is? I could search for it, but it might take a while. Crashing. Yeah, it seems to be crashing a lot for me. Just installing an old driver. See if that works. And then I'm trying to see if I can find the games folder, but I've got so many games installed, it's hard to find. And they're all in different folders. Would it be SHF? There we go, it's that, isn't it? Silent Hill F. It'll be SHF, won't it? Crash report. Well, we've got plenty of crash reports. If I just delete that whole folder. Oh, verify integrity. Okay, I'll try the driver out first. If that doesn't work, I'll verify game files. And then if that doesn't work, I'll delete the folder. That's the order. Is that green bar moving? It is, yeah. I'll put my mouse where it is. It's definitely moving. That's about the old slow side, isn't it? It's gonna be all day. What's going on with like this square here as well? It's like cutting off half the Is it supposed to do something here? Oh. There we go. That's better. That's more like it. Launch Nvidia app. Do I want to? Nah, let's not bother. I'll launch it anyway. Okay. So, I am on. How do I see? How do I see what driver I'm currently on the system? Why is it not telling me? Okay, there we go. So driver here you can see 581.15. I'll quickly show it. Is it there? I can't actually see my stream screen. It's hard to see, but no, that's my Windows Pro, the driver. I think it's that one. I can't actually see. I think that's the driver one. You can see it's 581.15. So that's the old one. Let's boot the game. Boot the game and see. Nothing better than a troubleshoot session. Yeah, apologies. This better be like 500 FPS by the time I get it working, you know? Download complete, firing up now. I'll race you. I'm actually in the game, but it's not on my stream. I promise, I'm not lying. I'll try and share it quick. Quick! Yeah, I'll beat you. Or did I? It's a black screen. That's not... Oh no. The game's open? Is it working? Oh. It just works. That's what she said. Shader's compiling. Oh my god. It's close. It's going to be close. Black screen, red line at the bottom. Oh my god, same. Health warning. I think I'm beating you easy. I think I'm beating you easy. Right, I'm booting straight in. Boom, boom. If this does work, there's going to be a few things that I need to sort out, like the stream audios. Oh my god. Oh my god. It works. Oh my god. It looks... Look how bad this looks, though, with the graphics that I've got set. I've got no audio either. Oh no. Oh no, I do have audio. It's really delayed. I need to sort my stream out. Okay, that's incredible. We fixed it. Old driver, then. That's the answer. Old driver. Give me 2 minutes. I'm just gonna... I need to just fix a couple of things so this stream is actually watchable. I'm also going to try and override DLSS 4 and stuff. I don't know, is that a bit risky? I'm going to try it anyway. Restart game PC? No, I don't need to restart the PC again. Oh, KH, okay, yeah, you're going to have to go through all the cutscene and stuff, aren't you? You might be alright though, it might be like specific areas or something. You know? It might be like the... You might be alright for the like starting, but I don't know. Because obviously I'm a good couple of hours into the game. It could be specific areas or something. So I've come into... I'll show you here. I'm going to override DLSS 4. I'm going to take the risk. I feel confident now, you know. So I've set it to latest here. Do I risk over? You know what? I'm going to go for. I'm going to go DLAA. I'm going to go all out. Then I'm going to also just quickly fix the stream too, so the audio is not absolutely chalked. And I think we should be all right. "45 minutes later, I fixed it." Oh, at least if you are in a 5090 or a 50 series and it's crashing, and you want to play this game, just revert the driver. That seems to, well, touch wood. I haven't actually really played through any of it yet, so maybe don't listen to me yet. But we can boot into the game, which pretty much fixes my problem. I couldn't even get into the game at all. Right. Almost there. I think the audio, once I boot the game, the audio should be good now. Also gonna... we don't actually even need any Nvidia app latency stuff, do we? Because you can't even enable frame generation. I wonder if it's worth... I've still got hardware... GPU hardware acceleration off. I think I'll just leave that off. We don't really need that on, do we? I can switch it back on later if the game works. I'm not going to mess around. Okay, I'm booting the game. What am I doing right now? I'm just fixing all my stream stuff on my stream PC. Basically, when I restart my gaming PC, it breaks a load of the stream-related stuff. I'm not sure why. It makes all the audio go out of sync and stuff. I just have to fix that. I think it should be fine now. We'll get DLAA on. We'll check out some 4K. Fingers crossed. At least, even if maybe it crashes in an hour or something, I don't care too much if we can get like an hour or so of play and just test it a bit. Yeah, that sounds better. I'm gonna switch the graphics back to their max as well, just because honestly, with Lumen off, the game really does look quite rough. Let me switch DLSS on here as well, which it does make it look like it's gonna crash, which is also a bit scary. Capping the FPS to 60 fixed it for you, did it? Oh, interesting. I didn't really try that. Should have maybe tried that. You just did it here, the frame rate limit. Right, so we've got everything maxed here. It is on DLSS quality, but obviously I've overridden DLAA, so should be at 4K. 4K native. I've weirdly got 59 Hz. No idea. Is that because I'm borderless windowed? Oh, I'm scared. I've messed around with the settings too much, and I'm worried it's gonna crash now. Oh god, please work. Yes. Right. I'm trying to get the overlay sorted out. I've lost my mouse. There we go. Let's hope MSI doesn't crash the game as well. That'll be the next thing. I've completely lost my mouse. What's going on? What is happening? I've lost... Where's my mouse? There we go. Right, here we go. We're finally in. That's what she said. I'm getting... Why am I getting 95% usage on my GPU? Is this going to be hardware acceleration? Why is that happening? I don't like that. Quick reboot. Let's get that on. Why is it only going to 95%? This should be 99. I don't see why this should not be 99. FPS is too high. It's not that high. 100 FPS. That's not like that crazy. The LAA isn't working. I can probably test it because we can get Optiscaler in. If I put Optiscaler in, that should give me the render resolution metric with DLAA on, shouldn't it? We can test it. If anything, actually, I've already got Optiscaler in. It should still be in from yesterday, although will I have to... I don't know if I have to redo it because it was on a different GPU and I put different... Yeah, I put different inputs, didn't I? I might have to redo it. Braindead, yo. I don't understand why some people have native TA and some don't. No, I don't know. It's weird, isn't it? I get it at 1440p though. I just don't get it at 4K, which is even weirder. Alright, I'm quickly going to do Optiscaler too, so we can actually try and test that. Oh, because I restarted my PC, I think it's going to have made my audio go out of sync again. Ooh. Remove Optiscaler. Yes. Right, it's removed. And then, okay, I think I need to copy it back in again. Then if I set this up here, just so we can try and check the render resolution. What is it again? It's 1. Using Nvidia, we're using Nvidia now, aren't we? So hopefully that should work. Okay, we should be good now. I promise I'll play through. I won't restart. Unless something bad happens. Then I might have to. But I think we're pretty set up. As long as it doesn't crash or anything. Should be able to give it a little, a good little test finally. Check the FPS with TSR quality. Yeah, I'll have a look. The only thing is that you can't check what it's rendering out with TSR. At least not an Optiscaler, it won't work. But I can check that. Oh my god, no way, it's crashing again. No. No. Oh no. It's hardware acceleration then, is it? Oh no, what have I done? What have I done? Oh no. Oh my god, this was the biggest pain ever. Oh, am I gonna have to DD the drivers again? You're having a laugh. Oh my god. God's sake. Verifying integrity of game files. I'm gonna have to. What do I do? I messed around. I played too close to the sun. That is fuck around and find out, isn't it? I fucked around too much. And I found out. Reset shaders with just the verify game files. Will that work? Thing is now is I've got hardware acceleration on, and I think that's what's doing it. Why do I have such a hard time? Is it bad design? What do you mean? I mean, I'm not the only person having issues with this. What's the issue? Game just keeps crashing. Right, I verified the game files. Is that enough, though? I feel like that's not. You have this 5090, you have the same behavior. Yeah, it seems like a lot of people. Did you fix it? I can't even get into the game menu now. It's crashing before I even get into the menu. Assume you're on the latest Nvidia driver. I was, but I've rolled it back. And it did work, but then I switched hardware acceleration back on and it's bricked it again. Oh, you disable the cache through that. Yeah, where is it in there? Shader cache. Driver default. Just go what disabled apply and then back to default. Only way I think I can fix it again is maybe switch hardware acceleration off. And then do that. And then wipe the cache and re-go again. And I think that might fix it. Let's see. No, I can't even, it didn't work. I can't even get to the menu. I literally can't even boot into the game menu now. Might have to just chalk this because this is way too much of a pain. I'm gonna switch hardware accelerated off. Switch the PC off. Wipe the. I tell you what. It's probably Optiscaler, isn't it? I think it's Optiscaler. That'll be why it's crashing like that. Oh, damn it. I need to get rid of that then. I think that's why I can't even get to the game menu now. God, this is a mess, isn't it? Wipe the hard drive and then drill holes through it as well and put it in the microwave. You ever see Mr. Robot? That's me putting my stuff in the microwave. Addicted gamer, yo. Yeah, I think I'm not getting to the game menu anymore because I've got Optiscaler. I'm getting rid of that. I think for some reason that's stopping me. We had that same issue in Wuchang when I tried to use Optiscaler. I'm going to get rid of that. We're just going to have to... We're not going to be able to see the render, but... I need to just, like, get rid of everything possible here. It's just the game's falling apart. Use Nvidia default and just use DLSS. Yeah, I can't even get into the menu. I'm on DLAA override in the Nvidia app at the moment. The game still crashes. It's not. That's not the problem. Test with RTX 4090. I don't have one. Okay, that looks like it's redoing shaders there. It didn't really take as long though, did it? It's Optiscaler that's stopping me from getting to the menu. I might have to redo the shader, wipe the shaders again. Ah, oh, it's still crashing. Might have to just DDU again, which is an absolute pain in the ass. I don't think that shader cache thing works when you disable it, and it doesn't seem to enforce to do anything. Yeah, I'll delete that as well. Delete shaders in Nvidia settings. That's what I've done, but it doesn't seem to do anything. It doesn't force it to redo the shaders or anything. When I boot the game, it just loads. It doesn't do the shaders or anything. I'll try disabling the overlay. How do you disable the overlay these days? Settings. Oh, there. I'll disable it. I doubt it's that, but we did fix it briefly, and it's like bricked again. I'm gonna wipe the whole config files as well. What's the folder called? SHF. If I got my save games though, there's a save game in there. I'm gonna lose all of that. So it's just the config. Delete the config. Alright, here goes. I feel like I've deleted everything I could possibly have deleted. There's nothing more to delete. See, look, it doesn't like redo shaders there. It just loads. I think you have to full DDU. That's the only time it seemed to actually work, is when I full DDU'd it. Delete config only? Yeah, I did. No. That's not worked. None of that's worked. I'm DDUing. For the third time lucky, isn't it? Why did I play around with it? It worked. I should have just left it. Oh, God. I thought it was safe. It's because it was at 95%. I was like, wow, that's clearly bricked, isn't it? But at this point, I just want to play. I don't care if we're at 50%. I think it's got to be that hardware acceleration because DDU drivers go back to 581.15, booted and it worked. That was without the DLAA override as well, though. Is that maybe is that maybe breaking it? Could that have broken it? Because I booted into the game. No, I booted into the game with DLAA overridden and it worked. Then I restarted the PC, switching the GPU acceleration back on, and then it didn't work. It's got to be that. Maybe save game calls it. No, because it worked. The same save did work. I don't think it's that. God, I've been doing this an hour. What disaster. To get it working, I might try this stream again tomorrow or something. Rather than having an hour of just nothing. Remove as many variables. Yeah, I'm doing that now. I'm just DDUing. I'm going to reinstall that same driver. Just have the DLSS DLLA override. And that's what worked for me before. If that doesn't work, then there's definitely something really quite weird going on, because it did work. So if all of a sudden it's now not working, that don't really make any sense. Couldn't even get past the first cutscene with an older driver. Oh, interesting. On what, the 5090? I'm back, ever get it working. I did do, but then I messed around with it too much, and then it broke again. The only thing is if I do get this working, I can't really test that much, because it's just going to break it again. That's what I might do. If we get it working, I'll play through maybe at 4K for a bit, and then I might do another stream tomorrow with it just fully working. I'll stay on this older driver, and we can maybe run through it a bit more, a bit better. But it's just doing that at the moment. It shouldn't take too long. This setup, though, at least worked. 581.15 with GPU hardware acceleration off. That seemed to work. That was the pairing that worked for me. So potentially, if you do have issues, try that pairing and see. Just don't mess around with it too much. If it does work, just be happy and play. You're here just working. Oh, cool. Enjoying the troubleshooting. Yeah, I suppose it will be helpful, I guess, for maybe if there are lots of people with a similar issue. I just weirdly, though, when I spend loads of time on stream sometimes trying to fix stuff, I get like so many hate comments, people just saying that I'm like taking too long and stuff. So I try and keep it as minimal as possible, but I had someone call me an idiot or something because I took too long to start the game or something, and I should just cut it out or something, which is annoying because you can't actually do that on a live stream. when it goes back to a video, you can't actually cut any of it out. You have to create a new video with that bit cut out, if that makes sense. You can't just edit something out. Unless the only way you can edit something out is if it like copyrights something like music, then you can cut that like whole segment out. But okay, so I've done the driver. I'm now going to just reboot the game, hoping that'll work. If it does work, I'll have to fix the stream quick again so the audio's in sync, and then let's just play through it for a little bit. Ignore the hate comments, shorts. At least it's not dead silent and you're walking through it. Yeah, thanks. I appreciate it. Yeah, the comments don't bother me too much. Sometimes I'm just like, some of the comments are crazy. I'm just like, chill. Like, why are you so annoyed by? I don't even know. You know what I mean? Some people talk like they actually hate me personally, and I've like obviously never met them. It's just kind of crazy. They like have genuine hate for the fact that I just took too long to start the game or something, which just kind of blows my mind because it's like, what's just chill? Like, I'm pretty chill. Okay, I'm booting the game. Fingers crossed. Question is, do I risk overriding DLAA? If this works, do I risk that? How risky are you feeling? Now, this to me looks like it's doing shaders properly now. We should get the red line at the bottom. Yes, see, this is proper. This is proper shaders here. So I'm hopeful that this will work. But then the big question is, do I override the LAA or not? I'm feeling risky. Could dual record and stream since used? Yeah, I do want to try and get I need to try and get like a decent camera or something. I want to try and get a camera like on my PC as well. I thought it would be kind of cool. So you can see my 5090 when it's on fire. PS5. I was actually thinking about getting a PS5 Pro, you know. I was kind of curious about that, playing that. Well, I want to get PS5 Pro for GTA 6 next year anyway. I was kind of curious to maybe try and get it sooner. And try and maybe play that Ghost of Yotei game, but it seems to be getting a lot of hate, which I'm not entirely sure what was said. It was something to do with the Charlie Kirk thing, wasn't it? Okay, here we go. It's working. I'm feeling risky, though. Why does this look like literally 10 FPS or something? Oh, is it motion blur? It is, it's motion blur. Look how blurry that looks in motion blur. Right, how risky? Put 1 in chat if you think I should override DLAA. How risky are we feeling? I'm kind of feeling like I might. Let me sort the audio out because the audio is going to be completely out of sync. You think I should go 1? Okay, let's do it. I think we should be okay. I say that. I think we should be okay. Because I had it overridden before and it worked with this setup, so I think it should be okay. It's just I worry because I like to play around a bit too much, and that's what broke it again last time. It's trying to force me to get the latest driver. They're really hammering it home. It's like, I absolutely don't want the latest driver. That's what's broken. Where is the game? Scanning for programs. I don't see it in there. Oh, okay, there it is. It's alright, I'll put it over to the other screen, actually. Oh, weird. I've got the old UI of it. I guess, did that get updated in the most recent driver? Possibly. So if I override this here, DLAA, we're obviously on DLSS 4 as well. Fingers crossed. That'll at least enforce native. And let's just play for a little bit. I want to play some of it. Sucker Punch devs mocked the shooting. Oh, the Ghost of Yote thing. Really? Yeah. I feel like maybe I shouldn't play. I don't know. That game, it looked good, but I don't really want to get involved in. And also, I don't have a PS5 Pro anyway, so. Kind of interested to play that Wolverine. I saw that Wolverine game trailer and GTA 6 are the only games that I'm really interested. Might be handy just to have a console. I don't have a console at all. I do want to get that. Be quite keen to get the Xbox ROG Ally as well, because I did want to get the other ROG Ally X, is it? But the new Xbox One kind of actually looks a bit more comfortable with the in your hand. I think that comes out next month, doesn't it? Black Ops 6, devs getting hate for that too. Oh, what, like similar... Or they're like putting out comments the same, are they? I think that's crazy. I don't really even know much about Charlie Cook. Like I know he's some like not even politician thing. He's just like an advocate, right? So I don't really know anything about him or like what he says, but I just think wishing that on anyone is like nuts. I wouldn't like that to happen to anyone. Just purely off the basis of stuff you've said. Unless you're just like, I don't know, unless you're Hitler or something. You know, that's maybe the only person you'd maybe be like, you know, he should... But I'm at 4K here, DLSS. Yeah, 4K there. We've got everything maxed out, so hopefully I'll sort the overlay out. Same, I don't wish something like that on anyone. Yeah, and it's like even worse that he's, you know, he's got a family, he's got kids and everything. That it's such a horrible thing to like wish on someone like that. That's so like heartbreaking when you see his kids and stuff. Just purely on the basis of, I'm guessing, just he like people just don't agree with stuff he says, which is just like, it's purely just words, isn't it? Like the thought that you can just speak your mind and get like, you know, be treated like that is crazy. Even if you know, I don't know what he stood for. I might not even agree with what he stands for, but I still wouldn't wish that on anyone. You know, that's like just crazy. Okay, I think I was capped at 30 capped at 30 FPS? Why? Why am I capped at 30? Oh, okay, it's just in that graphics menu, is it? Right. 1 hour, 15 minutes later. Here we go. It's happening. It's finally happening. Wait, did I switch motion blur off? Was that on? Yeah, it was. I'm getting less FPS than I was earlier. Oh my god. I was getting 100 FPS earlier. What have I done? What have I done? This is... let's just actually think about it. A 9070 XT was about... In this area, it's about 40, wasn't it? 40, 45 or something at native 4K. So that's actually probably about right. I think about it. Definitely seems maybe a bit lower, though, on the 5090. I'd expect more here. But it's almost doubling from what we had on that, so it's maybe roughly in that ballpark, but I'm going to just increase the fans on my GPU as well. DLSS preset. This is DLAA. DLSS preset I think you selected. Oh no, it's you can't take it off this. It says DLSS quality here, but I'm at DLAA. I can show you really quickly. I've got it overridden in the Nvidia app. For some reason, it's making me do all this again to open the app. What the hell? Let me just show you really quick. Did have this earlier, but it's I've got it using DLAA basically. If it'll ever load. Play. There we go. I am playing. Where is it? What's going on here? You can see it here. DLAA. So although on in the game menu it says quality, I'm using DLAA. Quite a big stutter there, though. Look at... Oh, my God. Look at this stuttering here. Oh, wow. That frame time. Dropped my 0.1% low down to 11 FPS. But, yeah, sitting somewhere between, like, 70. We're getting average of 75 there. Still dips down into the 60s. Let's 66, 67. That's pretty rough. I would definitely expect to have a bit more FPS. This is obviously on an older driver. Whether how much of an effect that's having on the performance, not entirely sure. Obviously the latest driver for me, just I can't even play the game, so I kind of don't really have too much choice here but to play on this driver, like 66 FPS. It's likely at the beginning of the game that was really heavy area, and that's probably even less than 60, honestly, if we're hitting 65 here. How do I get down there before it's not native? Possibly. I think before it was using TSR quality. I don't think we had it on DLAA. We'll check out in a sec, though. I can check out those other settings in a sec. I'm actually trying to work out what the hell's going on here. I was trying to get the parry off. Oh, gone. Quite power heavy as well, sitting about 500. Quite heavy for... it's pretty in line, actually, with most Unreal Engine 5, but... VRAM wise too looks pretty good, 12 gig. This actually seems to use quite a bit less VRAM than AMD. When we saw that. How do I get down there? What? Can you not get down there, maybe? Oh. Born Joker, I did get it working, yeah. If you are curious, I'll maybe try and put it in the description or comment or something if you have the same issue. I got it working by rolling back to the previous driver 581.15 and also switching off GPU hardware acceleration. That fixed it for me. And obviously DDUing the drivers, installing the older one. That's fixed it. Well, fixed the issue in that I couldn't like boot the game at all. I can at least play now, which is a good step forward. Whether the performance is as good as it could be, possibly not. Someone on an older driver, but it looks horrible. In terms of what, the graphics or just as a game as a whole? Also, definitely a little bit of ghosting going on. I'm noticing when I'm running around. Or is that just lighting that I'm seeing? I'm not quite sure. Oh, it's the fog. It's like the fog disappearing as I get closer. What was the... Oh, this is a lot of uncharted area. What driver am I on? The end of August one, 581.15. No real detail. Would you say this was less detailed than the Silent Hill 2 remake? Wait, I'll investigate this other area before I wander off up there. What other settings shall I try out whilst I'm at 4K? Should we try DLSS quality as well? I'm not sure how it works in terms of... I don't really use that override much. Do I have to change it in the Nvidia app to get to quality? I mean, I guess I can test it. I can drop it down in-game and see what happens. Although we can't actually get to quality, can we? I wonder if I can just change it in the app and then I can... What is the... Oh, I forget. What have I got my... I can't remember what the shortcut is for the overlay. I completely missed the parry there. Give me that parry. Alexandra, yo. Toolkit. I've got so much stuff. Repair weapons. There we go. We might need that. Let's see if I can try and override. Oh god, I keep losing my mouse. Where is it? Oh, it's on this screen. What on earth? I'm just changing it. I'm wondering if I have to reset the game. When I do it, I'm going to change it here from DLAA to quality, which will go to 67%. I'm going to hit apply. Does that do anything? 80, 85? Has that done anything? I think it... I don't think that has done anything, is it? I'm getting 75 there. I keep losing my mouse, what the hell? Have I used this on the 9070 XT? Yeah, I looked at it yesterday on the 9070 XT. 13 FPS. Oh, okay. I'm just switching it back to DLA. I'm kind of, I wasn't really paying too much attention to the FPS. I'm getting 77 there with DLA. 77, 78. I might need to like back. Do you have to restart the game? Probably. Let me try and see if I can wander back to that save point. I don't want to have to keep on, it's only just there. Better to restart game, yeah. It might be better actually to switch that override off and I can actually just change it in-game, because then I don't have to keep resetting it. Resetting the game every time I want to change it, so it might be easier to actually just switch off the override. I'll just leave it on the latest. And then I can actually just switch it between quality and performance and stuff on the game. I'll have a day off. Oh, that's pro, that. There we go. There goes the save point. Yeah. The save point there. Change costume. What is this nonsense? Right, I'm going to get rid of that override. I'll show you here. I'm going to set it back to default so I can switch it up in the game. What is it? If I put that there, and then if we just switch that to the latest, that should be alright. Because then we can just switch between quality and balanced and stuff without rebooting. That looks more like it there, doesn't it? 100. I know we're only in the loading bit, but I think this might have been what it was using before, because I've got that 95% cap again. So I think when I was getting 100, that's... So I'm on DLSS quality here now, because I've removed the override. And I think that looks like it'll probably be about 100 or so, won't it? Yeah, there we go. So I think that's what I had on before when we were doing that. Look at that there, 100, 120. That's a big jump, isn't it? Compared to sort of 70, 80 that we had at native. That's a massive leap. Still going to look pretty good as well, hopefully. DLSS. This is obviously still DLSS 4. I've still got that overridden, so it's using that. Hopefully not too many dips below 100. Is there a way into that room from in here? Doesn't look like it. Oh, guys, there's so much stuff I just can't take. Is there a box at the save point I can put stuff? Can I open that? Still looks pretty good so far as well in terms of graphics quality. Pretty much the same as native. Can't really tell too much difference, but we're getting about 120 there. 120 average. Does obviously drop the power down a bit as well, so we're not seeing 500 so much. Seeing it actually come down to like 400 there. Look at that, somewhere between 400 and maybe 450 averages. I think VRAM looks pretty much the same. Going to reset the lows. Frame time definitely doesn't look perfect. They're like really small micro stutters, but I'm not getting those massive stutters that I was getting when I had it at DLAA. At least not yet. Doesn't the game use DLSS 4? I don't know. What, just like by default? Possibly. I'd have to check. I've got it overridden anyway, so it'll be using the, you know, it will be that. Only thing I have with that is I wish it would say in the actual game. Do you know what I mean? I wish it would tell you in-game what version. You know, some games do actually tell you what version you're on. Although not so much with DLSS. You do get it with FSR. What game was it we was playing? Was it Dying Light? Yeah, it actually said FSR 4, which was nice in the actual game. I remember Last of Us Part 2 did that as well. It's nice to see it in the actual game so you can switch between. I wish more games would have that. Same with like Cyberpunk, going between the like transformer model. Look on the side of the box. Oh, what, the box with the eyes in it? Is in the left side, or? How do we... Is there a way over there? Oh, you can't get around. You have to go... I suppose you probably go up there, can't you? How'd you get around that bit? Yeah, pretty good. Mostly holds the 100. We're getting 101 there, so... Possibly in some bits. In the beginning area, I definitely think this would probably come under 100, but... Definitely better if you're on a 144Hz screen. Still at 4K, obviously. I think balanced... See... With the fog there, it still looks quite weird to me. As soon as you get closer to it, the fog just starts... The way that the fog sort of evaporates, it looks weird. There you go, 99 FPS there. Oh, big stutter as well. I'm not unveiled or overclocked the card? No. No, this is a Founders Edition. Stock, like as is. Full screen. What did I end up leaving on in the end? Full screen, yeah. Let's go over to that. Oh, whoa. Who's that guy?
おい相棒、リンコの家はそっちじゃないぜ。
ごめん、ぼんやりしてた。
ここ、サクコの家の神社だよな。
うん。
あんまり思い詰めるな。急いでリンコを探そう。
そうだな。行こう。
Don't see a reason not to cap. I guess so. I mean, I guess it depends what monitor you're on, though. If you're on a 144Hz screen, you might want to try and cap it. I always, personally, in a game like this, prefer to absolutely max the graphics. And I wouldn't mind playing at 4K 60 if I can absolutely max everything. But to be honest, this game's not really particularly demanding. At least compared to other Unreal Engine 5 games. Look up OCPC, he can help Undervon optimize. Yeah, I'm alright though. I don't tend to. I try to play things as much to stock as possible purely because it's a more of a realistic expectation of like what the performance is like. You can obviously overclock to get slightly more and stuff like this, but I try and keep things as stock as possible just because I think that's the most accurate base. Because I have overclocked stuff before and then it's been a lot of confusion as to like why it's slightly different and stuff. So I find it is easier just to keep stuff as close to the base as possible, and then you can always overclock it if you wanted more or whatever. How do I get around? Do I have to go? Ooh, oh, I have to go around that bit. Should we try it balanced for a little bit as well and see what that looks like? That's not really giving us much. Not giving us much FPS there, is it? Oh, I see. You have to go. Didn't I kill these before? You what, mush? Have I just lost my weapon? Oh my god, I have. That's not good. I can't run. What's happened? Wait. Wait. How do I use that repair kit? How do I use the repair kit on my gun? On my gun? I've got the repair kit, look. Why is it saying full? Full. How do I use it? Oh, this is not good. Look, I've got it, repair kit. Oh, this is not good. Have I turned HDR off? Yeah, I always have it off. It looks terrible. It looks terrible on the on this monitor. Is there a weapon in here? Chocolate? How do I repair the weapon before breaking? Ah, too late. How do you know when it's going to break? Sticky shoe. Sticky one still. Toolkit. I've got another toolkit. Gently restores max sanity. Oh, we need health. HDR looks washed out. Yeah, it looks really bad on this monitor. I mean, this monitor I've probably had for, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 years. Oh, here's a weapon. That's lucky. The only reason I don't... It doesn't look good on this monitor, but also it bricks on my footage. And like the capture. In a lot of games, if you have HDR on, the capture just looks crazy. The colors look all like inverted and stuff. Like, it's just not right. And I probably said it quite a few times, but I recorded loads of footage once, and I had HDR on, and it literally bricked all my footage. Like, all my footage was, like, unusable. So, after that day, I was like, yeah, I'm just switching that off. I don't want I'm never having that on, ever. I had it on once by accident, I think on, like, one of the Resident Evil games. What's the first person? Was it Resident Evil? Not the village. The Resident Evil where at the end you're on like a ship or something. Like a shipwreck. What Resident Evil's that? Have I got to kill this thing? Look at the state of that. I've surely not got to kill this thing. Look at it. Have I got to kill it? Maybe. Can I parry it? Resident Evil Village was first person. Yeah, no, I bet it wasn't that one. It was another first person Resident Evil. 7. It was 7, was it? Yeah, basically, I accidentally had HDR on that when I was streaming as well, and it looked crazy. Ever since then, I always just try and switch it off. I've got it off in Windows, but on the odd random occasion, it tries to, like, enable. I'm not quite sure. This is like Jabba the Hutt. Look at the state of this thing. Can you parry it, I wonder? Nope. I think the answer's no on that one. This is not looking good, is it? Is there a key lying around where I can get in that building? Hit him in the back. And the belly. Oh, wait, no, you can do something here. Oh, you silly, silly. Bandage, bandage, bandage. Come at me, bro. I'm ready. Nice. I think it's one of these bosses where you probably can't kill it. And we just need to go for that well. He's a bit slow, isn't he? Can't catch me, mate. Whoa. Do I tap this or hold it? I'll hold it, I'll hold it. Go, 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 go! Not enough. What? Wait for him to commit. Go! Go! Oh, I got this one easy. I'm gonna sneeze. Another one? Oh my god, is this a bad idea? I'm gonna sneeze. Bail, bail. Oh my god, I got it. I'm about to get hit. Oh my god. I sneezed at the absolute worst possible time there. Question is, am I gonna get hit or not? Right, I need my finger on the dodge right here. Oh my god, it's pro. It's absolutely pro. That is unreal. The reaction speed is just absolutely unreal. Let me in. I feel like this building's not going to protect me from that thing, though. I've just got to keep running. Oh my god, get out, get out, get out. Oh, get out, get out. Ooh. The timing, that's pretty nuts, wasn't it?
お前を守れってな。
お姉ちゃんが
ずいぶん前の話さ。さあ、行こうぜ。
行こう。
You missed the gun combat. Yeah, is there no gun combat in this at all? Because I think I do quite like that in the remake. Or just Silent Hill in general. Having a mixture of both, I think, is pretty good. I wonder if there's a save point anywhere. Can I maybe check 1440p out? And see if we can get TAA appear in the game settings. Should we see how bad performance looks? Yeah, I feel like you don't really gain so much going from like quality to balanced and even performance. FPS pretty much stays fairly similar. I'm not really getting that much higher. Still hovering around the like 125, maybe 130. It looks okay though. It doesn't look that much worse. Probably leave it at quality or maybe balanced. You couldn't find a DLAA? No, you have to override it in the Nvidia app. There's no DLAA and there's no FSR native AA or anything. It's not in the game at all. In the game settings. The settings are kind of bricked for me though, because do you have, this will be an interesting thing, KH, do you have TAA? Is that an option for you in the anti-aliasing? Because at 4K it's not for me, but at 1440p and 1080p, at least on the 9070 XT it was. That's why I want to have drop to 1440p. I might do that here now, and see if we have that setting. We just save it again quick, and I'll reboot quick at 1440p, and we can try that out a bit. And it might be worth. I could probably override DLAA again as well, so we can have a look at 1440p native. So give me 2 seconds, and I'll just reboot. I'll switch to 1440p. Didn't check. Yeah, I guess let me know, because it's kind of weird. So I'll switch to 1440p there. I'll reboot. 5068 gig good for 1080p. Might struggle with 8 gig in a lot of these Unreal Engine 5 games. seeing a lot of upwards of like 10, 11 gig at 1080p. Noah, yo. How's this so far? It's been a bit of a nightmare. It took me an hour and 15 minutes to actually get the game working. It's just a crash nightmare. I've had to roll back the drivers and switch GPU hardware acceleration off. Otherwise, I can't even get like into the game, basically, on the latest drivers. So that was a bit of a disaster. But aside from that, if you can get into the game, the performance is like actually, it's not too bad. A lot of odd settings though, how you basically, you can't... Oh, I forgot to... Damn it. You can't use DLAA in the game, you can't use FSR native AA, you have to override it and stuff. It's like kind of weird. I forgot to override it. There's also some weird thing going on. Do I have TAA? Yeah. What the hell? What the hell? There's this insanely weird thing, right, where... See these options here? So I've got DLSS, sorry. I've got FXAA, TAA, TSR, FSR. At 1440p, I get all those settings, right? At 4K, so just then when I was on 4K, I only get TSR, FSR, and DLSS. I don't get FXAA or TAA. I don't get that at 4K. Like, what? Like, how does that make any sense? No TAA. So yeah, you're also at 4K, right? It seems bugged. It seems completely bugged. I only get TAA at 1440p and 1080p, but I don't get it at 4K. So at least we know that's not a GPU specific thing, because I had the exact same issue on the 9070 XT as well. It's a game thing. Just weird, isn't it? I don't think I've ever seen that. Resolution based, depending on what anti-aliasing you can use. I'm going to put on TAA though, just so we can try and check out native. That's got to be some sort of config, like bug or something. I don't know, that's really weird, isn't it? I don't honestly think I've ever seen that in a game. That's like really odd. 4K gives you different settings. I had a weird conspiracy yesterday that it might be to do with how, you know, some games enforce like recommended hardware settings. So, you know, if you boot it up, for example, like 4K on a 5060, it would automatically default you to like DLSS Ultra Performance or something. I had a feeling that the game is maybe doing that. When you boot in 4K, the higher resolution, it enforces upscaling in some way. Could be what's happening in some form, but honestly, I don't know. So, but 1440p here, I'm getting 115, 118 average there. It's not really brought my GPU power down at all. It's pretty much, well, slightly less than what we had at 4K. I think we were pushing more 500, so actually, that's a bit of a lie. We're almost 100 watts less than we were at 4K, like 399 there, so that's actually down quite considerably, but it does definitely seem still quite high. Obviously, for 1440p, 400 watts is pretty nuts. And VRAM 2 actually looks okay, 9.6 gig now. I think that might creep up a little bit. But fairly decent performance. This is with Lumen as well, set to Epic. Hardly ideal, yeah. Heard apart from really weird texture cache formatting that doesn't include basic. Yeah, it's definitely not that bad performance-wise. A little bit of stuttering, just in random bits. He was at 500 watts at 4K. Yeah. Yeah, it's because I was comparing it more to what we were using when I was at DLSS Performance, which was about 430 watts, but yeah, native was about 500. Quite a bit of ghosting as well. Similar to Silent Hill 2 Remake. It's definitely not as bad, but it is definitely still there.
懐かしい思い出ばかり思い出す。
今ではどれも懐かしいな。辛くなったらいつでも泣けよ。俺が絶対に相談に乗ってやるからな。
ありがとう、相棒。
よし、行こうぜ。霧が深いな。リンクのやつ無事だといいんだが。
相棒？
I feel like that person's not a person, is there like a ghost or something? Is that because not the ghosting? Cutscene is capped. What, the ghosting? No, it does it. It does it outside of the cutscenes. I feel like it's not as bad as... I mean, this area is quite foggy, but you kind of see it a lot around her, or just pixelation around her hair. You see it quite badly here. Do you see? Might be a little hard to tell on this on the stream. It's not really ghosting per se. It's just like really weird pixelation. But it does ghost almost. It seems like in lower light areas where it's dark, it seems to be worse. Am I assuming all these things are? Whoa! How the hell are you still going? Can I parry it? Different without anti-aliasing. I don't know. I didn't really know any scenarios where it was completely gone. I think because this is TAA, it's definitely the worst. But I didn't recall any scenarios where it's completely gone. I think it's probably better with DLAA and just upscaling, but I think it was still there occasionally. Volumetric in shadows. I don't remember what that looked like. It's like I'll see if I can try and play through it a bit and try and find some mirrors. It's hard here because it's very light, but you can definitely see it on the pixelation, like on her hair when I'm moving like this. Is there more enemies that I've got to do here? I'm trying. I'll switch. Could switch the DLSS quality on her. Maybe fix it a little bit. Gives us about 160 there though. That's pretty good. Yeah. So it looks actually quite a bit better here. Look, it is still there if you look really closely, but it's much better. There's still like a bit of weird flickering. This definitely looks better though. Looks a little bit sharper. So it is just a bit of a shame that you can't get DLAA in the game. That's like a real shame. I'm gonna try and parry it. Oh, I'm stuck. Dude, these things need to chill. DLAA, yeah, it should definitely look much better with that, but that's what I was saying, it's just a bit of a shame it's not in the game. Did Silent Hill 2 Remake have that available in the game? I'd have to go back and look. Can't remember off the top of my head. I feel like that's just the norm now, though, where you can just do it in the game settings. I've seen usage drop a little bit here, though, at 1440p with DLSS upscaling. DLSS quality, you get 92% usage there. But we are sitting at 161 average, which is pretty decent. You have to override it, yeah. Did your 5090 crash when starting? Mine keeps crashing. C7, yeah. If you want, the start of this stream, I spent an hour and 15 minutes just basically with that exact issue. If you did want to look through that. I'm going to try and, when this stream ends, it will obviously go into a video. I'm going to try and, I'll maybe rename it, being like something to do with the crashing to try and help. The way I fixed it was I rolled back to the previous driver, 581.15, and I also switched off GPU hardware acceleration. I switched that off. I DDU'd my drivers and installed that older driver, and it works. That's the only way I managed to get it working. Otherwise, yeah, same for me. I couldn't boot into the game. Every time I loaded in, it just crashed, black screen. Can't remember. Snake Eater had it, so I don't know why this wouldn't. Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? It's like that. It's like, what's that? That meme. I can't believe you've done this. That's me. That's me questioning about DLAA and FSR native AA. I cannot believe you've done this. What the hell just happened? That was weird. That's stamina. Thank you, give it a go. Yeah, it seems like a few different things work for different people, but that's what works for me. You're on 581.29, it worked. Yeah, I don't know, sometimes it's like that, isn't it? Are you on Windows, what are you on, Windows 10 or 11? Could it be that, maybe? I don't know, it could be anything really, couldn't it? It doesn't, stuff like that never really affects like everyone. Some people never have the issue, but clearly there's some sort of problem because there's quite a lot of people with the same problem. So there's definitely something going on. Could be, you know what it could be? It could be, remember that time, was it in Last of Us where it was the 9800X 3D, wasn't it? Do you remember? What was that issue? Are you on the... What CPU are you on? Are you on 9800X as well? Oh, I've just lost the weapon. Oh, no. Okay, so you're on a different CPU. Like, maybe that could cause, you know... It's always hard. It's hard to know, really, because obviously you don't have exact components. The only way to ever really compare would be if you had absolutely exactly the same components and exactly the same versions of everything. Would be the only way you could even actually compare it. Because honestly, it could be anything, couldn't it? To me, it does look like a shader thing when you boot in, but... First time running it, I know you've had it on different GPU. Yeah. The weird thing is, though, is the moment I switch GPU hardware acceleration back on, it bricks the game again. No matter, it did that for me on both drivers, so it's something to do with that. Because if I go onto if I restart the PC now and switch that on, it'll brick it again. it'll crash the game. Is that thing moving closer to me every time I look away? Oh my god, that's terrifying. Is it? Oh my god, I don't like that. That's not moving, is it? It's not moving closer. Oh, it is. It is. It definitely is. Oh my god. Oh my god, I don't like that. I don't like that. Wait, I've got no weapon. What am I supposed to do? There's got to be a weapon knocking about it. What the hell do I... What other game was it where that was happening, like, every time you looked back? That's freaky. Is the colour banding? I don't think so. I haven't noticed it. I want to try and maybe get down to 1080p quick and have a look at that before I've got to go, but I'm a little bit stuck in this situation here, aren't I? Let's go down. Let's have a look at balanced as well. I feel like quality gives you quite a bit of FPS, but then balanced performance don't really give you much. I think it's just because it goes more on the CPU and we get less usage, so you don't really gain much. So I'm not really... I may be gaining 10 FPS there, 170. We had, what, 161 average? At DLSS quality, so maybe a little bit, 10, 15 on average or so. I'm not... Yeah, what do I do here? There's no... If there's no weapon, what the hell do I do? There has to be a weapon or something. It's got to be a weapon or something, otherwise what are you supposed to do? Oh yeah, you see that? Oh. It catches you here, but there was quite a bit of ghosting there. Do you see that when I went into that fog? I don't know if I can replicate it. Definitely much better than the Silent Hill 2 remake, though. It's not as bad as that. Oh, there's got to be a weapon or something. Disable GPU scheduling and now it appears to be working. There you go. That fixed it for me as well. Glad you got it fixed, though. I can't move. What the hell's happening? Might have to just drop to 1080p and, like, what do I do? There's no weapon around. Do I just set them all off? Is that what I've got to do, maybe? Can I... What happens if I, God. Oh my god, that was close. Where's the GPU scheduling setting? It's in, if you just go on Windows settings, graphics settings, and then I think it's advanced. Is it called advanced? Advanced graphics, I think it's called. I picked up something there. Yeah, I think it's like advanced graphics, and then it's just, you'll see it. What did I just pick up? I don't like this. I'm not going to be able to sleep tonight. I can't set any of the others off. Have I completed it? Whoa. Journal updated. This one wasn't here before, was it? Oh, God. Scarecrow. Yeah, it just says this, though. Can I definitely not do anything with these? That's not good. I picked something up, but there was so much going on, I don't know what it was. Optimize Windows. Games is on. Oh, okay, interesting. Is that game mode? I think I have that off. Let me have game mode. Follow the direction.
どうしてまたここに
Follow the direction of the scarecrow. What, and just go... What is that direction, though? Straight ahead. That audio behind me. Oh, hello. There's more over here. I was there. Oh, okay. The one you've got to follow the direction it's pointing. The one that didn't wake. Interesting. Can I see them again? I don't even know where they are now. Okay. I'm a big doo-doo here. Oh my god. How did I not get hit? So we were going the right way there. And what, you just got to keep doing that? Oh, here we go. What would I do without you guys? I'd be running around not knowing where to go forever. Oh, what, and you just got to keep doing it. This could be a problem. This could be a big problem without a weapon. Serious problem. Oh no. I can't believe there's not a single weapon around here though. That's crazy. Down below. Come on. Just tell me the way. Please. What's happened? It's like bugged out. Quick! Yes! Whoa, hang on. What's happening there? Get me out of here. Oh my god, you hear that audio? There's so many. Oh no, quick. I mean, there's too many. I'm never escaping, maybe. Where is it? Oh, it's there. I've screwed it up. Oh, no. Don't do it to me now. God. Please. No. Maybe I try and just trail them away. Getting pretty stable FPS here though. Even the lows look pretty good, like 103 FPS, 0.1% low. It's just we're missing out a little bit of performance on the usage, but overall, even my VRAM here actually, it's 7.6 now, putting DLSS on. How am I going to do this? Please. Oh, yes. I think once you hit the F... Oh, God. Once you hit the F... What am I looking at here? It cutscenes where you can't get hit. Wait, which one was it? I've lost it. Was it her? I think it was her. I'm gonna run out of stamina. Dude, get me out of here. Is this not back to the start? Huh? I don't want to run... I'm worried to run into that, though. Do I just run into the smoke? Oh, no. A little worried if I run into the smoke here, it'll just send me back to the start. Oh. Oh, okay, we were supposed to do that. I'll have a day off. I did what it told me. Yeah, so it leads me back here. But is she saying that way? Is that what that is? There's loads here, though. I can't move. Oh, you're having me on, mate. She obviously wants me to go that way. There's no other path, I think. What do you mean? So this one leads me straight to this one, and then I'm thinking this one wants me to go back over that way. Line it up perfect. Look at that. Look at that. Could you get any better than that? Absolutely perfect line. I still hear the old one creeping about. Nah, it's not right. You're having me on. You're absolutely having me on. I don't know what I gotta do then. Didn't I pass through here before? Oh my god, that scared the life out of me. Only the first 1 points. No, I did a load of them already. I did a load of them, and now I'm completely and utterly lost. When you go into the smoke, I'm not sure where it's putting me. Putting me back to, if you get what I mean. See the ghosting there? The ghosting's quite bad there. Following the ones with the exaggerated pose. Yeah, well, I kind of thought that was her, but that does not lead. Yeah, ghosting's bad there. Does it not reset completely? I don't think so, because I can't examine any of these anymore. But that's the issue. It doesn't reset to the beginning because this is a different message. This is a different scarecrow from the one at the start. And I've got this one here that's already. So this one's telling me to go that way. But then when I go that way, I hit another one that's pointing another way. But then if I follow that, it just puts me back in the smoke. Look, see? And I've got this one here, which is telling me to go like this way. But if I go this way, it just leads me back into it. Back into the smoke. Unless there is a way. Is there a way here that I'm missing? Oh, God. I want to get down to 1080p. Is there a way over here? There's something over there. Is there something over there? It's getting smoky. Maybe I have to redo... You know, there was a load standing around. Like these here. Have I got a... Can I check these? No. There is loads around here, though. Don't seem to be able to examine any of them. This is the thing. There's none to examine, so it's like... Oh, hang on. There's something over there. Here we go. Here we go. This is it. This is it. This is it. We found it. There we go. Is this ever going to end, though? This has surely got to end at some point. There we go. Yay! We made it. The nightmare's over. Next save point, I'll just drop to 1080p and try and check that quick, just because I'm going to have to... Hell nah. I'm going to have to head off in a bit. Oh, the game's crashed. You are having a laugh, dude. Oh my god. No way. Oh my god, this game is having me on. There's no way. I've been playing it for like 2 hours at this point. Oh god. Oh man. Am I gonna have to do that whole smoke bit again? Oh, you having a laugh. That is... This game is really pushing me to my refund limit, although I don't think I can refund it now. I think I'm past 2 hours. And to be fair, maybe it's not even the game's fault, it's maybe the GPU, but... It crashes at just like the worst moments. It's like, oh, you've just done this bit, have you? Nah, you're gonna have to do it again. But we can. I'll switch to 1080p, so we can check that out, and then I might have to head off in a bit. 'Cause it's 8:30. I need to get food and stuff. And it also feels like I'm losing my voice a bit. Maybe it'll improve with drivers. Yeah, I'll have to. I feel like we're probably due another Nvidia driver at some point because we're getting loads of games in the next. I know October there's quite a lot of games coming out, isn't there? So hopefully, what maybe max 2 weeks or something until we get one. I'm just trying to make that overlay smaller. Firegrave, thanks for subscribing. We'll just have a quick look at 1080p. You have 7 hours without a crash. Oh, right, nice. Have you had any crashes at all? Let's see as well as if I have TAA at 1080p. Yep, I do. So it really is just 4K for some reason. I can't get TAA. Battlefield 6 is out in a few days. Few days? Well, it's at least a couple of weeks, isn't it? It's got to at least be like, what, 3 weeks? When is it? Is it 10th of October, is it? Or is it earlier than that? What's that? I suppose that's what? That's like 2 weeks. There's another game as well that comes out just before, I think, Kingmakers. I want to play that. So I'm at 1080p here, 1920 by 1080. Got all the graphics max still. We're at TAA, so we're at native. Have a quick look. I'm not expecting this to be really massively better than 1440p because, yeah, the game seems to bottleneck quite a bit. Like, look, 80% usage here, down to 77% usage at 1080p. So yeah, look at that there, 82. 85% usage, but we did see, there you go, 74%, 71%. So we're missing upwards of almost 30% performance on the GPU by the usage being like that. So 1080p, although we do gain a little bit of FPS there, it's not a massive difference compared to 1440p. And our VRAM actually looks a lot healthier, 7 gig. It's likely to maybe increase up a little bit, I guess, but that looks better than some of the other Unreal Engine 5 games we've seen recently, but mostly hovering around that 140, 150, or an average of 148. Lows and frame time actually looks pretty decent here. Like my lows at the moment, 104 FPS, 0.1% low. Fairly decent. Oh, straight away, look at that. Oh, that didn't take long at all. It's put us right back in. We didn't have to save it. You don't have the Nvidia app? Oh, okay. You're on the latest drivers, though, so you just did the driver install. You just installed the drivers without the app. Yeah, I quite like having the app because I can override the LAA and stuff. But yeah, that might maybe be causing it. There's no actual driver yet for this game. I don't think so. I think the last driver didn't have support for this game in it. It was focused on Dying Light and Borderlands 4. Also, still obviously getting that weird pixelation again with TAA. I'd really would try and, if possible, not use TAA. I wonder if FXAA is any better. Battlefield 6, October 10th, yeah. I think that Kingmakers game is 8th of October. I'll obviously I'll check out Battlefield 6. I'm going to get the absolute deluxe mega super edition. 300 quid. Only thing is, Do I risk... I haven't pre-ordered Battlefield 6 yet, but do I? Is it still risky, or have we seen enough to be confident it's going to be good? I'm excited for it, and I think it's going to be good. I played the beta, and I really like that. Campaign looks decent. There'll obviously be way more maps. Take my 300 quid.
そっちの窓から天井が見えるよ。霧が濃くなければ。
嘘だろ。
鉄橋が。どうしよう。
東の鉄橋がダメなら西の県道を目指そう。
Ordered Battlefield 6. Yeah, I think I might. I was planning to, I just didn't get around to it yet. Didn't play Black Ops 6. Yeah, I honestly... I only really get the CODs to play on the channel, but I honestly think this year with Battlefield 6, I might not even buy COD. Honestly. I'd much rather play Battlefield 6. And honestly, that COD trailer looked just so bad. I just think, I cannot give money for that. Like, I don't want to give any money for that. And I don't have Game Pass either. Because I could play it through that, couldn't I? Eh? Did you just chuck her down the stairs? Use superpowers to chuck her down the stairs. Black Ops 7 multiplayer was shocking. Yeah, I normally quite like playing the campaigns on COD, but I'm just... When I saw that trailer, I was like, I'm just not into this. At all. If Battlefield 6 wasn't coming out, I probably would get it, just because it's... and play through it, but the fact Battlefield 6 is out, that's going to have campaign. I honestly will sink so many hours into Battlefield 6, I don't even think it's worth getting COD. Slightly better usage here, look, 93% now, but it has taken my VRAM up to about 9.2, which, yet again, is pretty nuts for 1080p. Pushes it over on an 8 gig GPU. Should we... Let's get... Obviously, in this scenario with this settings, I would absolutely recommend overriding DLAA. It looks much better than TAA. I would not bother at all. I wouldn't bother with FXAA either. Like, look at her hair in this bit with the light. Look at that flickering. So I just absolutely would not bother. Like, if I switch to DLSS quality, you'll see the difference. Like, look, it's gone immediately. It looks so much better. So if you didn't want upscaling, then just use DLAA. It's going to make it like a million times better. I would absolutely recommend doing that. But obviously DLSS quality here still looks very good. Gives us a bit of a bump in FPS as well. Brings the VRAM down quite a bit as well there. Who dat?
誰？
How do you override DLAA? It won't work for me mid-game because I'll have to restart. I can show you how to do it. I won't do it because I've got to go in a sec. And you have to restart the game. But if you go into the app... Oh, I can't. Hang on. If you go into the app and then find the gaming graphics, like you'd be overriding, you know, so for example, DLSS 4 here under the latest. But if you just come under this one, super resolution, override DLSS, you can actually you can do it in here. So I could override it with any setting. But you do need to restart. So if I was to override it with DLAA now, I would need to restart the game for it to actually work, which I won't do right now, but that'll do it. I don't know if you need to... I actually don't know 100%. Earlier, at least, I did. I made sure that in the game it was on DLSS here. I don't know if that affects it or not. In theory, I don't think it should, because I think it overrides the whole anti-aliasing, so it should just be DLAA. But you should be able to tell, to be honest. You'll know if it's on TAA or... Surprised how good Lumen makes this game. Yeah, if you switch Lumen off, it looks really bad. If you switch it to... If you switch it down, I think, is it to high? I think it's just high, isn't it? Lumen high. It still looks okay, but if you switch it fully off, it really does not look that good. Not an insane performance hit either. So, I kind of keep that on if I can. I mean, obviously on a 5090, I absolutely can keep that on. This is actually kind of creeping me out. We still don't have a weapon either, do we? There's got to be a weapon knocking about. Oh, storage room. What was that? Oh. But a DLSS quality here, we're breaking 200 there. Shame where you don't have multi-frame generation on this, actually, because you could probably push some absolutely pretty absurd frames. Getting about 180, 190 there. Still seeing usage, though, dip down to about 90%. Pretty nuts, though. 190. Obviously, we are at 1080p, though. Where did I see the storage door? I've literally got the memory of a goldfish. Oh, I thought it was that door. Nice, this door. Recent UE games have been exclusively software. Yeah, what was the last one we had with like hardware full? Was it like Black Myth Wukong, the last Unreal Engine 5 one? Where it had full... Probably was, right? Playing it 1080p. Yeah, we're just we're having a test of it. We've already seen 1440p and 4K. So just quickly testing 1080p as well. Seeing how far we could push it. Does start to bottleneck a little bit, so I think if we drop this down even more, if we go balanced, don't really see so much performance gain. If any at all, really. Look, mostly pretty much the same 180, 190, 90 again. Is this the same building that I was in? This is the exact same building, right? God, this is a bit of a maze, this, isn't it? That is the same. How do we go over that bit? Go back out. With dedicated ray trace cores. I don't think so, because it's software, isn't it? It's software ray tracing. Can't think of another more recent game with hardware ray tracing. Yeah. I think Black Myth Wukong is the only Unreal Engine 5, isn't it, with that? Well, the Unreal Engine 5 game has, like, path tracing. Upscaled 1080p. Yeah, we're just checking it out. Testing DLSS a little bit at this. We did do it already at 1440p, so and 4K. If you did want to see any of that, you can rewind the stream a little bit. But yeah, purely just testing it. Oh, we haven't been in it yet. Wu Chang, no, that didn't have hardware. I tell you what, that game was an absolute. Oh, what was that? That game, Wu Chang, was a mess, wasn't it? Oh. Oh, that's blocked off, is it? What's this? It's like a Palantir. What is that? Can we go that way? Or, oh yeah, it does. Yeah, you can, and you can switch it on and off, can't you, in Fortnite? That's a bit of a weird one I always forget about, because the original game wasn't 5, was it? It got upgraded halfway, so I always kind of forget about it. That has, like, you can switch both on and off, can't you? Lumen, was it, and Nanite? It has different separate settings, doesn't it? Okay, that's that there. Wait, what's this here? This is... what? This is... oh, is this a stage? Well, that's not very helpful, is it? Don't get why it doesn't support native. It does. It does do. It does support native. Weirdly, you can't... weirdly... well, you can get to TAA. I mean, there's multiple ways you can get native. The game's got TAA, so if you go TAA and make sure you're 100% screen resolution percentage, or whatever you want to call it, that's native. But you could also override DLAA as well. If you wanted to do native, you could go either way. So, for example, here, all you need to do is go TAA, and then just make sure you're at screen percentage 100%, and that'd bring you to that. Unless something's happening here, but it's grayed out. The only way to really double check and confirm is to just override DLAA, and then you definitely will be running at native. I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, we need search for the missing object part. There's got to be a route or something that I've missed. TAA is the options for someone. I'm not sure what you mean. TAA is the options for someone. Why you don't got it? What do you mean? I do have it. I don't have it at 4K for some reason, but I have it at 1440p and 1080p. I do have TAA. I'm not sure what you mean. I have TAA here. Why you don't got it? I do. I have it. You think there's a horrific jump scare? Nah. Nothing scares me. Can we put that thing on that shrine or whatever it was? Actually, can we go... we've already been down there. Where was it? Boom. This kind of housing aesthetic. What is the horror movie? Is it The Grudge? What's the movie? Is it The Grudge where the little boy is like possessed or something and he's sat at the top of the stairs like looking? Is that The Grudge or is that The Ring? I remember watching I remember watching both those back in the day. Was that the jump scare there? Yeah, it didn't scare me, mate. Too busy talking. Oh, I pressed it. I pressed the parry. I pressed the pat. Oh my god, I'm so slow. I can't heal up here. Heal up, quick! It was The Grudge, was it? Yeah, I remember being like... I might rewatch those movies. I remember being absolutely terrified of those films back in the day. I'll probably watch it now and it just won't be that scary. I quite like... As I've got older, I've like actually quite enjoyed horror movies. And I used to hate them when I was younger. Now I kind of like them. Oh my god, yes. Is that where... Oh my god. Now we're talking. Now, look at this. This is the weapon we need. I can't afford to have this break. Yeah, The Grudge. What was... Wait, what was The Ring then? What happened in that movie? Was that the one where you got a phone call? And it was like... Is that The Ring? I think it is, isn't it? And then you just like got tracked down after so many days or something. God, I remember those movies being absolutely terrifying. Oh, I kind of want to watch them again now. Blair Witch Project. Yeah, I never... That was like... I have seen it, but I think I saw it... I don't really remember, like... being that scared by it. I don't know. I think I found it a bit like cheesy. I don't know. It's not make sense to write resolutions. What do you mean? That's not make any sense to write resolutions. I have literally got no idea what you're talking about. I'm at 1080p here. I'm at 1920 by 1080. Native 1080p. VHS and the girl came out of the TV. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, no, I remember this. I don't want to watch those movies again. I've not seen them in so long. Wasn't there like a second? There was like a couple of them as well, wasn't there? I remember there being a couple of Grudge movies. And I think there's a couple of the Ring ones as well, isn't there? Gave you nightmares for a week. Yeah, I think... I mean, I guess it was just because I was younger. Now, I actually go to the cinema to watch horror movies and stuff, and I'm not really that bothered by them. But when I was younger, like, yeah, it used to keep me up for like a week. And also, I also feel like, obviously movies and stuff now are like way more intense than they used to be. So I feel like if you've seen more recent ones, the older ones, horror-wise, are just not as scary. I'll tell you what, one though, I used to watch horror movies loads when I was at uni with my housemates, and there was this one movie that creeped me out so much. Lights Out. I think it was that movie. Lights Out, it was called, yeah. That movie creeped me out so much. There's something about... There's only like a specific thing that creeps... It's like earlier, you know, when I was walking in that smoke and you could hear the, like... I don't even know what you call them. The zombies or whatever, the dolls. You could hear them walking, but every time you look around, they stop. They don't move. Stuff like that creeps me out. And stuff in that Lights Out movie creeped me out because I forget the premise, but it was like when like a ghost was near or something, I think the lights went out or something. Just the idea of that, where you don't know what's, like, you can't see anything that's happening. Stuff like that creeps me out. It's like, if anyone's seen the new, actually I won't say it because maybe it'll spoil it. The latest Conjuring movie. It didn't really scare me that much, but there was like the odd scene where I was like, oh god, I don't like, that's creeping me out. Where stuff is happening in the dark and you know something's happening there, but you can't see it. That's what gets me. But like jump scare and horror, like horror gore, or anything like that, doesn't really bother me. But I think it's the anticipation. That's what it is. It's like the anticipation of, you know, something's there, but you can't see it yet. It's like that build up of it. That's what gets me. When you saw the Lights Out, you saw the ghost. Yeah, it was it was a long time ago that I saw it now, but I remember being like quite like scared. Where's 4K TAA? I don't know. It doesn't work for me for some reason. It's broken. Find where the voice is coming from. Oh, we got to go over that. We got to go over that side. I want to watch all those movies again now. There was actually a really funny time as well when I was at uni watching horror movies, and it was like mid-movie and there was a power cut. And one of my housemates just screamed. It was like the most perfect timed power cut ever. It was literally in like a build-up suspense bit as well. And the power just went out and she just screamed. It was so fun. You could not have timed it any better. Like, it does not get more nightmare fuel than that. I keep missing the parry. I can't believe this weapon that I've got. How do I know... How do I know, like, how damaged the weapon is? There doesn't seem to be any way to actually determine that. What was the key to repair it? Oh, it's that. Did that oh, God, I don't know what I've just done. No, that's repair it. How do you actually do it, though? I don't know how you actually repair it. Well, this ain't going well, is it? I've just been absolutely chefed up by that thing. Oh wow, look at the lighting in here looks good. Shame I'm not at 4K. It really look really good in there. But actually that sort of reminds me I should probably head off in a sec. It's 9 o'clock now. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. I need to head off really because I need to grab food. It's been good playing this though. I'll maybe try and check it out. It would be good once we get a driver to maybe check it out on the latest drivers where it's not crashing so much. We'll see how long it takes to get a new driver. Maybe even try it out at 8K or something stupid. Just when it's not crashing so much. So yeah, apologies for the slow start on it, all that troubleshooting. But at least we kind of roughly got some sort of fix to it, so at least maybe that's helpful for anyone who's also experiencing the same crashing. But yeah, thanks all for watching. Have a good evening. And I'll catch you next time. Sorry, I was just having another look at the lighting. Am I going to play Dying Light the Beast once the ray tracing is out? I will do, yeah. Is it out? Is it out yet? Pretty too soon, right? But yeah, no, I will definitely check that out again. I wasn't really overly a massive fan of that game, to be honest. But I will definitely check it out again with ray tracing because I'm curious to see what it'll look like. And obviously it'll probably hammer performance a ridiculous amount as well. But yeah, I'll catch you later. Leave the ending image here with the lighting in the Harry Potter library.